di KM 6 dan saat ini waktu menunjukkan
Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Butiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is DKI Jakarta's 2023 provincial minimum wage will increase. It is certain that the provincial minimum wage for 2023 DKI Jakarta will increase by 5.6% compared to 2022. If nominalized, it becomes 4,901,798 rupiah from the previous 4.6 million for 1 month. As for the calculation, the Wage Council applies that rules in the Minister of Manpower Regulation Number 10 of the 2022. The DKI Jakarta provincial government is finalizing regulation related to the 2023 provincial minimum wage. Even so, the DKI Jakarta Manpower and Transmigration Office revealed that the provincial minimum wage for DKI Jakarta has increased to 4,901,798 rupiah. Jakarta Manpower and Transmigration Service Head Andriansa said that the minimum wage for the capital city province will increase by 5.6% from this year's 4.6 million. This was disclosed after the leadership meeting titled. Andri further said the amount of the increase was in accordance with the recommendation of DKI Jakarta provincial government at the Wage Council meeting, which was held on Tuesday, the 22nd of November 2022. The increase of 5.6% refers to the Minister of Manpower Regulation Number 18 of 2022, using an alpha variable calculation of 0.2. The 2023 provincial minimum wage is calculated using a formula that takes into account the variables of economic growth, inflation, and certain indices. Nevertheless, the regulation explicitly mandates that increases in district or city minimum wage and provincial minimum wages for 2023 may not exceed 10%. The next news is hundreds of bike-sharing bikes left by Anies Baswedan were neglected. As many as 218 Goes bicycles, which are operators of the bike-sharing service, have been appointed and not operated. This was conveyed by the head of the Route Transport Division for the DKI Jakarta Transportation Agency, Yayat Sudrajat. It is known that the bike-sharing rental service inherited from Governor Anies Baswedan has been neglected due to funding problems. Therefore, the DKI Transportation Agency asked to withdraw the rental bicycle at the mooring point. Yayat explained that from the 67 mooring points for the bike-sharing service, there were a total of 417 rental bicycles. As previously reported, the head of DKI Jakarta Transportation Agency, Syafrin Liputo, asked Goes as the operator of the bike-sharing service to withdraw rental bicycle in Jakarta. Suppose there are 33 bike-sharing service points that he asked to withdraw rental bicycle. Syafrin explained that the COVID-19 pandemic had a hard impact on Goes. So this bike-sharing service operator is no longer able to continue operating rental bikes. Therefore, currently his party is looking for investors to continue the bike-sharing service. The next news is A foreign national was arrested after using a fake passport. TPI Soekarno-Hatta Special First Class Immigration Office arrested foreign nationals from Syria on November 22, 2022. Not without reason, the foreign national with the initial GSA tried to break through to leave Indonesia from Soekarno-Hatta Airport using a fake UAE United Arab Emirates passport. Head of the Soekarno-Hatta Immigration Office, Muhammad Tito Andrianto, emphasized that GSA's reckless action were discovered when the person concerned was about to go to Germany. After obtaining the fake UAE passport, GSA made a flight using KLM Royal Dutch Airlines KL18 and transited in Indonesia. The check was carried out twice, starting from the passport number with MRZ on the different passport biodata, as well as a forensic test result using the VAC tool I. The facts of the modified passport that were found included the UV light security feature that did not glow on the biodata page. The shooter thread was ordinary shooter thread. There was a red stitch hole. Head of the Intelligence and Information of Soekarno-Hatta Immigration, Andika Pandu Kurniawan, added that GSA used illegal agents to falsify their passport. In fact, GSA didn't think twice about spending $4,000 or around 60 million rupiah to make fake passport. The next news is an honorary elementary school teacher who was involved in immoral acts against students was arrested. An absent honorary teacher in Jati Asih, Bekasi City was finally arrested by the police. The arrest of the absent honorary teacher after the perpetrator was reported to the police by victims' parents. The report is about an alleged case of sexual abuse of a 7-year-old elementary school student with the initial Kian. The perpetrator with the initial AD was reported to the Metro Bekasi City Resort Police on Friday, the 4th of November 2022. Meanwhile, the absent honorary elementary school teacher was arrested in Riau on Saturday, the 26th of November 2022. The head of the Metro Bekasi Kota Resort Police Senior Commissioner of Police Hengki said that the sexual abuse committed by AD began when the victim was taking an exam, while the perpetrators who work as honorary teacher are tasked with supervising. It's just that at the time the perpetrator's mind occurred to ask the victim to sit on AD's lap. It was then that the perpetrator committed obscene acts that traumatized the victim. When detained by the police, the AD perpetrator confessed to his action. Based on police investigation, it was found that 8 children were minors who were victims of the perpetrator. However, 5 of them did not want to make a police report. In front of the police officer, AD only bowed his head, regretting his action, which now have to deal with the law. Even though he regretted, AD admitted that the obscene act he committed was accidental. AD disclosed that there are indeed many children who are close to him. AD also admitted that the children on his lap were at the will of the children. Even so, he admits to the obscene acts he committed. The next news is a number of trees and electricity poles collapsed due to extreme weather in Banjarmasin. A number of trees, including several other public facilities such as electricity poles, telephone network poles to SIG poles on route Cempaka Raya, to be precise, in front of the Tri Gancu Agrarian Complex, West Banjarmasin District collapsed on Tuesday, the 29th November 2022 in the early morning. It was recorded that at least 5 trees had collapsed, then 1 electric pole, 1 telephone pole, and 1 billboard in the form of a direction sign. and the trees so that the billboard signposts for this direction collapsed together. Moreover, they were at one point and lined up. Head of the 24th neighborhood of Basiri Village, Budiono, explained that the tree and electricity pole that collapsed occurred around 2 a.m. Budiono also explained that when the tree and power pole fell, there were several explosions and then the electricity also went out. The next news is Kaban Jahe General Hospital caught fire. The Kaban Jahe General Hospital on Selamat Ketaren Road, Kaban Jahe District, Karo Regency caught fire on Monday, the 28th of November 2022 in the afternoon. According to information, before the fire broke out at the Kaban Jahe General Hospital, someone saw fire emerging from the side of the emergency room. The room that was on fire was the equipment storage area. Melvas said that when the fire started, someone saw a puff of smoke coming out of the window of the storage room. From the observation of TribunMedan.com, when the fire occurred, visitors and medical personnel panicked. They ran out of the hospital. At the scene, firefighters were seen trying to spray water on the source of the fire. However, the fire was getting bigger because it was suspected that the items inside the building had been burned. According to the statement from the hospital staff, the burning building happened to be clapboard. Thus, the fire quickly devoured almost all of the buildings on the left side of the Kaban Jahe General Hospital. To extinguish the fire, firefighters deployed 3 units of the fleet. In about 30 minutes, the raging fire was tamed. There have no reports of casualties in this incident. Regarding the fire, there was also no further information from the hospital. Police also have not provided information where the actual source of the fire. Was it due to an electric short circuit or was it intentional? Until this news was published, TribunMedan.com was still trying to confirm the management of the Kaban Jahe General Hospital. The last news is a number of Manggar Balikpapan's residents have blocked the toll road. After a rather tough negotiation process between the residents of the 37 Neighborhoods Association of Manggar Balikpapan and the police, it yielded result. After going on since this afternoon, the blockade was lifted and residents returned to their respective residences, where the police and residents agree on a letter of claim made by the land owner to be followed up. Clemens Rente Tana, coordinator of the 37 Neighborhood Land Voters Forum in Manggar Village, East Balikpapan, stated that his conclusion of the negotiation was standardized in a handwritten demand letter. He hopes that the contents of the letter of demand can be fulfilled according to the date stated in it. If this is not achieved, continued Clemens, his party plans to carry out a similar action again in the same place. As for the next step, said Clemens, his party will be accompanied by the Balikpapan City Police Security Intelligence Unit to meet with the East Kalimantan Police Security Intelligence Directorate. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in YouTube Tribun Lampung News Video, Facebook Tribun Lampung, Instagram and TikTok account of Tribun Lampung for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.